You're watching Cape Media News, brought to you by Cape Media Center.
Tonight on Cape Media News, a unique new health group aims to tackle men's mental health challenges.
Plus, Highness Rotary prepares for the annual home show.
And later, a recap of this week's town meetings.
These stories and more are coming up next on Cape Media News.
Good evening and welcome to Cape Media News, your source for hyperlocal news that matters. I'm Jamie Horton.
And I'm Suzanne Tenere. Cape Cod has a new group aiming to tackle mental health challenges among men in a unique way.
That's right. News director Mitch Sock spoke with Chris Bitter this week, also known as the Cape Cod Iceman, about his upcoming event for his new men's health group, Cape Cod Blue Balls.
Inspired by a successful movement that began in Ireland, Chris is hoping to build a community of men supporting men on Cape and beyond. Take a look.
It might have a funny name, but Cape Cod Blue Balls is addressing a serious issue, men's mental health. Chris Bitter, who started the group, was inspired by a similar organization in Ireland founded after a tragic loss.
It initially started in Ireland back in 2022. And one of the founders, his brother had committed suicide. And what he felt was that if his brother had a safe place or a place just to be with other men, free and open, without judgment, that possibly he could have saved them.
I'm dedicating this one to the fellows over in Blue Balls, Ireland, and Ernesto Coffee. Thanks for having us.
Cape Cod Blue Balls, the first of its kind in the U.S., offers a safe space for men through group walks and polar plunges. Chris's goal is clear.
My goal is to kind of curb the rate of depression and suicide on Cape because it's pretty big and pretty bad here. And men don't usually have a place to speak their mind and be free and not have to worry about things. And what I'm trying to do is allow people to take down that mask of masculinity that they wear. They don't have to live up to any expectations. Anybody's welcome.
Bitter emphasizes breaking down barriers, encouraging men to remove the mask society often expects them to wear.
What I want is people to meet up and maybe bond and maybe find a friend or form a friendship or something and find that person that they might be able to trust, even if it takes a year or two. So what I'm doing is just trying to offer walks, and people will talk about their experiences. I have a lot of veterans come through, and they talk about their experiences with PTSD and all that. And when we first started doing it, we did the walks at night because that way it was a little more anonymous.
Bitter, who personally battles rheumatoid arthritis, has found healing through ice swimming and meditation.
And I jump in there and I meditate. The inflammation goes away. Doing these different things, like you get this explosion of serotonin and oxytocin and all this stuff coming out. And going into the cold like that, you're facing your fear. I found that my anxiety levels totally dropped. My rumination of things totally dropped. I become more of a caring or loving person.
For the upcoming event at Grays Beach in Yarmouthport on April 2nd, Bitter is hopeful participants will rediscover a sense of joy and acceptance.
Now that things are getting bright out, it's spring, I'm kind of revamping it and just trying to attract people to come out on April 2nd and go for a dip and a walk and just kind of be children again. So if they're suffering from anxiety or maybe they have autism or maybe they have ADHD and they just can't connect with other people, this is an opportunity for them to be accepted and to, I hate the word inclusion, but to maybe just have that unification and be a child again and not have to worry about if you're rich or if you're poor or this or that. Just come out, have fun, and let loose and be a kid and just stop judging others. Don't be a bigot and just live life as you should.
For more information, you can follow Cape Cod Blue Balls on Instagram or head to Grays Beach on April 2nd at 5:30.
to the people who inspire me in life. Mick, Galen, Talia, Ernesto, all of you. Thank you so much. God bless. Namaste.
For Cape Media News, I'm Mitch Sock.
The Massachusetts Department of Public Health has launched a new webpage dedicated to LGBTQ+ care, services, and resources. The site will be home to a collection of information, including how to find healthcare providers, mental health support, disease prevention, legal information, and emergency financial help. The DPH said that Massachusetts is home to strong, vibrant communities that include people who identify as LGBTQ+. Because of environmental factors, including discrimination and barriers to healthcare, people who identify as LGBTQ+ experience unique health disparities. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health and healthcare providers across the state are committed to reversing these trends and working together to improve the health and wellness of LGBTQ+ people in the Commonwealth.
Cape Cod Healthcare has pledged $1 million over the next 4 years to fund a vital Cape-wide initiative addressing substance use disorder. The funding will provide the implementation of a critical incident management system spearheaded by Cape and Islands District Attorney Robert Galliboy. The system is an interactive tool that connects local police departments, the DA's office, and key social service organizations to focus on overdose management and community recovery support.
The Critical Incident Management System, or CIMS, will help fight drug trafficking and ensure that those in our community struggling with substance use disorder can access the treatment and resources they need. Cape Cod Healthcare President and CEO Michael Loff said that commitment to our community is at the core of all we do. It is part of our mission to continually assess the needs of our residents and partner with others to coordinate vital services. We are proud to support the implementation of this vital tool in our united effort to address the devastating impact of substance use disorder.
The town of Barnstable DPW is holding 2025's first household hazardous waste collection on April 5th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Bring your hazardous waste products to the Barnstable Transfer Station in Marston's Mills. Items that can be accepted include pesticides, disinfectants, hobby supplies, pool chemicals, auto and boat fluids, and more. All residential property owners in Barnstable are encouraged to participate. If you don't have a current transfer station permit, be prepared to provide proof of residency or residential property ownership in the town of Barnstable.
Springtime means spring cleaning. You can take care of your community by volunteering for Yarmouth's annual Community Cleanup Day on Saturday, April 12th at 8 a.m. Work gloves are recommended, and make sure to wear comfortable clothing and footwear. The group will meet in the front of Yarmouth Town Hall on Route 28 between 8 and 9:30 a.m. Sign up with their QR code. And happy spring cleaning, Yarmouth!
Coming up after the break, meeting recaps and more. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Cape Media News.
Barnstable, Harwich, and Chatham held select board meetings this week, so let's jump right into it.
Last week, the Barnstable Town Council engaged in significant discussions, beginning with proposed acquisition of properties at 0, 167, and 177 Pleasant Street in Hyannis. The properties, including the beloved Baxter's Boathouse Club, have sparked a strong community response.
I urge you to keep the funds for some other more municipal-oriented purpose and to let us continue to enjoy, as citizens of the town, the occasional opportunity to sit and look at the water. Thank you.
Many residents echoed these sentiments, emphasizing the need to preserve public access and maintain Hyannis Harbor as a vibrant, accessible space. The council also conducted an important workshop on adopting the stretch code to achieve the Green Communities designation. Community advocates emphasized both the environmental urgency and the financial advantages that this designation would bring.
With this new opportunity and information provided to you tonight through the workshop, I urge you all to pass the stretch code for our town and start the hard work of retrofitting our municipal buildings and schools with the money that we will qualify for. The immediacy of climate change calls for swift and decisive action, and we must prioritize the planet over profit. Thank you for your time.
The designation would unlock potential funding of nearly $1 million earmarked for updating municipal buildings and enhancing energy efficiency across the town. Turning to Harwich, the Select Board continued their thorough review of the Phase 3A wastewater project. This initiative is specifically focused on addressing water quality concerns around the Great Sand Lakes area.
My family has been homeowners for over 50 years. And we've seen over that period of time, particularly in the last 10 to 15 years, a serious degradation of the water quality. So I am simply hopeful that the board will agree with our feelings on this subject and support the article at town meeting. Thank you.
Discussions covered project timelines, environmental impacts, and financing options. The project remains a critical component of Harwich's efforts to protect and restore its natural water resources. In other Harwich developments, the Select Board received and reviewed detailed findings from a recent traffic study conducted by VHB Incorporated, aimed at addressing congestion and safety concerns in Harwichport. The board discussed recommendations such as intersection improvements, new signage, and enhanced pedestrian safety measures, signaling strong support for implementing these improvements in the near future. And finally this week, the Chatham Select Board discussed a significant non-binding ballot question concerning the disposal practices of radioactive waste from the Pilgrim Nuclear Power Plant, expressing widespread community concern.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'm in support of this as well. The whole tech issue has been an ongoing saga for the Cape and Islands. The power plant itself has been an ongoing saga for a long time, whether you're a proponent of nuclear energy or not. This is a multinational company that's cleaning it up, and I think that they want to do it in a way that isn't necessarily in the best interest of our marine-based economy and our environment. So there's been a lot of pushback in the past on this company and their cleanup efforts, and this is just one more thing that could add to the portfolio to keep the pressure on.
The board strongly supported this ballot initiative, urging greater oversight and transparency regarding environmental impacts. Also this week, the board proudly announced plans for Earth Week officially set for April 21st through the 25th. The week's events will include community cleanups, educational programs, and guided environmental walks.
There are 4 guided walks throughout town, two tree walks, one at Sylvan Garden, and another one at Frostfish Creek. That's also a tree identification walk. We have a public forum on Tuesday, which is Earth Day. Our guest speaker is Andrew Gottlieb of APCC. On Wednesday, the Friends of Chatham Waterways will be launching their water pledge at the Orpheum Theater and having 4 short documentaries with a panel discussion. On Saturday, we have our townwide cleanup, and that will be, we'll cover approximately 25 miles of town roadways, landings, and other areas.
Residents are encouraged to participate actively and help foster Chatham's strong commitment to environmental stewardship. And that's it for this week. For Cape Media News, I'm Mitch Sock.
Coming up after the break, sports and more.
Welcome back to Cape Media News. Spring is in the air, and that means it's time once again for the Cape Cod Rotary Home Garden and Lifestyle Show. This all-day event is being held at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center on Saturday, April 5th from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We spoke with members of Hyannis Rotary to learn more about this annual event.
This is our 65th year of hosting our home show. It's our major fundraiser for the Rotary Clubs. Actually, this is the first year we're combining, so it's the Hyannis Rotary, Ossiville, and Mashpee Rotary Clubs that are all supporting the club.
Our sponsors this year are really happy with our Beacon Gardens, Hyannis Honda, and Capizzi
Home
construction.
improvement, yes.
Yep.
We actually have over 65 exhibitors. They're coming there to show off their
Their services, landscape companies, painting companies, all home improvement stuff.
We have gardening centers, we have plumbers, we have handymen, we have
1,000
windows.
pollinator packets this year, correct?
Yes.
To create a pathway, a pollinating pathway for the butterflies and bees that we're all having problems with.
Various educational classes will be held during the day, and we do have hourly drawings. So everyone that goes in, it's free admission. You get a free ticket to win. We have some wonderful gifts donated to the club from our local community.
No, we are celebrating our 100th year anniversary.
Yes, the
Hyannis Club has been around for 100 years doing good work.
This year, our home show is going to be at the Hyannis Youth Community Center on Saturday, April 5th. It's 9 a.m. to 4:30, free parking, free admission.
And we've sold out booths this year too, so we're going to be at 100% capacity, and we look forward to seeing you all down there.
The Dennis-Yarmouth Regional School District has announced they are taking immediate steps to address the construction defects on DY Intermediate Middle School's turf fields. The two new athletic fields have had drainage issues since their installation. The district determined the best path forward is to reconstruct the fields with a new design, ensuring proper drainage and durability.
Construction is scheduled to begin in mid-May and end in August. At this time, the district is seeking restitution for the defects associated with the original installation, and they'll continue to provide updates on the timeline and construction progress as more details become available.
Earlier this week, the Barnstable County Commissioners voted unanimously to send a letter to Governor Healy and the Massachusetts General Court urging significant funding for Cape Cod in the upcoming environmental bond bill. As the region's need for wastewater and other environmental infrastructure grows, the commissioners called for a $500 million allocation to the Massachusetts Clean Water Trust.
While the primary focus of the letter will be wastewater infrastructure, commissioners will also include requests to support freshwater monitoring in light of recent federal funding cuts. County Administrator Michael Dutton will be working with regional partners to draft a letter for final review.
On Tuesday, community members and incarcerated individuals came together at the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office for the first of many Frederick Douglass Project for Justice events. This project, currently offered at 22 jails and prisons throughout the country, aims to use human connection to ignite criminal justice reform. Inside, participants ate dinner and conversed with visitors, engaging in honest and respectful dialogue.
Barnstable County Sheriff Donna Buckley is only the second sheriff in Massachusetts to bring this program to the Barnstable facility. Sheriff Buckley said that the project aligns with her goal of improving public safety by helping incarcerated individuals transform their lives. Mark Howard, founder and president of the Frederick Douglass Project for Justice, said that locking people up in cages is not helping them. When you treat them with humanity and give them programs, they won't come back. It's critical that people who commit crimes be held accountable, but even people who were once dangerous are capable of change. The Douglass Project brings members of free society into prisons and jails all over the country to come together, sit down, exchange ideas, and discover how much we have in common. About 40 people participated in this event, 20 incarcerated at Barnstable County Correctional Facility, and 20 free members of the public. If you'd like to sign up for a Frederick Douglass Project session in the future, visit the Sheriff's Office website.
Saturday, April 12th, join the Dennis Police and Fire Department at the Tony Kent Arena for their Hockey for Hubbard fundraiser. All proceeds from this event will go to support John Hubbard and his son Jack, who lost their family members, Shannon and Maggie, in October. Admission is $10 and includes an open family skate from 4 to 4:50 and the police versus firefighter hockey game afterwards.
And lastly this evening, to Ryan Downs with a recap of This Week in Sports.
Welcome back to the Cape Media News Sports segment. I'm your host and local sports guy, Ryan Downs. We got a surplus of sports-related news this week, so let's get right into it. Starting off with a special fundraising event next Friday night at Monomoy High School. We got the Harlem Wizards coming to town. Doors open at 5:30 and the game starts at 6:30. Tickets can be purchased in advance on the Harlem Wizards website. The Wizards event is more than just a basketball game. It's a theatrical, high-energy spectacle that combines tricks, slam dunks, and audience participation. The event features a team of teachers from Monomoy schools facing off against the Wizards. Attendees can expect a Broadway-style show on a basketball court complete with music, an MC, and 6 talented Wizards who showcase their slick dribbling, alley-oops, and crazy slams, and hilarious antics. The 2-hour event includes comedy, dancing, audience interaction, and an autograph session after the game. Now moving on to some baseball-related news. The Brewster Whitecaps have officially named their new mascot. The winning name is Cappy. After receiving numerous creative submissions from fans, the Whitecaps mascot committee selected Cappy as the name to represent the team and its connection to the Cape Cod community. The winning name was submitted by Stony Brook Elementary student Jazzy Gobbolt, along with Facebook user Robbie Ann Willamere. As part of their prize, the winners will receive Brewster Whitecaps merchandise and be acknowledged at the ballpark this summer. Fans can look forward to seeing Cappy in action at games, bringing energy and excitement to Stony Brook Field. Stay tuned for more updates on another thrilling Cape Cod Baseball League season. The Boston Red Sox kicked off their 2025 season yesterday, March 27th, on the road against the Texas Rangers. They start the season off with a 4-game series in Arlington, and then they make their home debut next Friday the 4th in a 3-game series versus the St. Louis Cardinals. The Red Sox made several notable additions to their roster during the offseason, including Garrett Crochet, a left-handed pitcher we acquired from the White Sox, Alex Bregman, a third baseman who signed a 3-year, $120 million contract, Walker Buehler, a right-handed pitcher coming off a World Series victory with the Los Angeles Dodgers, Aroldis Chapman, a left-handed closer and 7-time All-Star and 2-time World Series champion, and Christian Campbell, a second baseman and promising young talent who's set to make his debut this season. These acquisitions reflect the Red Sox commitment to enhancing both their pitching staff and infield defense, aiming for a competitive edge in the 2025 season. And now an update on esports. We're heading into the final week of the regular season, Week 8 for the Massachusetts Super Smash Bros. Ultimate League. Here's how the competition works. Each match is played between 2 teams. To win a match, a team must win 3 series. A series is a one-on-one battle between players from each team, and it's played as a best of 3, meaning the first player to win 2 games wins the series and earns a point for their team. The first team to reach 3 points wins the match. Now let's check in on our local teams. DY has 3 teams competing: DY Smash Varsity, DY The Pod, and DY Finns. Right now, DY Smash Varsity is ranked 7th in the state of Massachusetts out of 52 teams. So far, they have a match record of 5-2, a series record of 16-9, and a game record of 35-19. DY The Pod is ranked 26th with a 3-4 match record, 13-12 series record, and 27-26 game record. And the DY Finns are ranked at number 32 with a 2-4 match record, 8-12 series record, and 20-24 game record. Starting April 11th, the top 16 teams will make the playoffs. Playoffs are single elimination, and the semifinals and finals will be held in person on May 3rd. And that's it for this week's sports update. Back to you, Jamie and Suzanne.
Thanks, Ryan. Are you and your toddlers looking to move and groove this weekend? Cape Cod Toy Library's Family Day of Play is tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
This free event will feature music and dancing, including a special sing-along with puppets Paul and Mary at 11 a.m.
And thank you for joining us this evening. If you have a story you'd like to see covered, send us an email at newstip@capemedia.org.
Stay up to date on all the local happenings by following us on Facebook and YouTube.
And make sure to tune in every Friday at 5:30 for more hyperlocal news that matters on Channel 26, Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. For Cape Media News, I'm Jamie Horton.
And I'm Suzanne Tenaire.